All right, top 6 answers on the board.
Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. What do hard times create?
Mama! Come on, pimp. White. If y'all ready, let's do it. Let's meet the families. It's the West family. Kanye, only one strike. We asked 100 women.
Weak men create hard times. What do hard times create?
Hard times create game, man. Steve.
Come on, player. Come on, player. Be about it, boy. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
After World War II, there were really hard times and there were strong men needed that would be able to recreate the good times, to rebuild what we destroyed and to bring back harmony and peace into the world. But the good times that our ancestors were able to recreate there, the comfort, the advancements in technology, and the fact that we are living in the best times in human history right now, are creating more and more weak men. Hundreds of embrace masculinity videos, the lowest testosterone levels, and they are still decreasing. People talking about that men are not needed and that masculinity is toxic.
We're in the time of toxic masculinity, where you could be toxically male. If you're suppressing masculinity, you're going to bring on hard times.
Rise of simps. I was reading a book lately named exactly as this video is named, and there is a lot of knowledge and the author speaks about a lot of interesting topics, but to me the most important idea was title itself. Yeah, it makes sense. We might be heading to the hard times that will create strong men. Again, like the cycle continues. Let me share my story. So I was working as a programmer and I was paid really good for this job and I wasn't really doing that much. It was a comfortable, well-paid job that didn't require that much of work from me. So I stayed in this job. Why wouldn't I? There was no pressure for me to leave, other than the fact that I didn't really enjoy the job. It wasn't my passion, but at the same time it was killing my soul, and I figured that I have to find something that will become like purpose for me, and I started looking for something that will interest me, and I found self-improvement.
Hey, this is Leo.
Shut the fuck up.
After some time I decided that I will quit my job, and my intuition back there told me that I have to move. I have to leave the Krakow that I was living in back then, and I moved to a small city, Ciechanów, where my family was living, but I didn't predict one thing: the fucking pandemic. So imagine, I quit my job, I don't have that much money, I'm starting from zero in a new city, new people, new job, new everything, and also there is a fucking pandemic. At some point I didn't have money to put something to eat in my mouth. I was starving to death. One jar of honey that I was dividing into portions that I was eating, like breakfast 3 spoons of honey, dinner another 3 spoons of honey. And this situation forced me to go after finding some solutions that will help me to get money. I needed money. I had to find out some solutions to get fucking money, or I would starve to death. From a point where I was programming, I had to work in a fucking lumber mill, because that was the only type of job that would give me a daily paycheck and I could buy something to eat that way. Other than that, I had a fucking PTSD, like real life PTSD, because of the things that happened to me in Krakow, but that's for another story. I was forced to do the fucking work. I had no other choice to first get money to have anything to eat, and second to process the energy of trauma that was in me, to let go of this stuff of the anger and to forgive people that did some fucked up shit to me. I had to do this stuff. I had no other choice than that. But I am thankful that all of that happened to me, because without that I wouldn't be able to follow my dreams. We as people like to idealize that if your dream is big enough, you will find a way to get it, to reach that goal. But in most cases, and most of the people are not really doing what they are passionate about. They are not really chasing their dreams. Why is that? Do you think that people don't have dreams or goals or something they want to reach? Of course they do. But we as people do not work that way. If we are not forced to action, if you will not put a fire under your ass, you will not be so motivated to chase your goals, to get after your dreams. We as species are built in a way that our biology, our own survival mechanisms are sabotaging us, and they're not letting us to follow what we want to follow. We are too scared, we are too lazy, we like comfort that we have too much, and we will find ourselves all kind of excuses just not to do the hard stuff. What I think, and that's just theory of mine, is that for men to wake up and to follow their callings, their purposes, what they really want to do in life, all of this pandemic situation happened. It's like a whole nature, Earth, the system that our planet is, the global consciousness came to the point where the system had to break. We had to enter these hard times that would force us to really do what we want to do, what we are here to do the work, to put fire under our asses. That's just theory of mine, but it makes sense, and I think we are entering the new era after too much of a good times into the hard times and strong men. If you think that all that's happening, the inflation, the crisis, if all of that makes sense to you, or if you do not agree and you have other thoughts, please share them with me on the comment section, and see you in the next video.